Adam Trent, a.k.a. The Futurist, is an immersive entertainment extravaganza of magic, comedy, and music. From the worldwide touring and Broadway hit show, The Illusionists, I am thrilled to welcome to my show, Adam Trent.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm so happy to be here with you. And I have to say that everyone has said one thing about you, that they can tell you love what you do.
I certainly do. I've been very lucky to be able to do something I love. And, I started magic when I was 8 years old. And it was, like anything else when you're 8 years old, you kind of just love it. And you might be doing your whole life, but magic's one of those things that just always stuck around. And, I did my whole life. And I went to college with it. I kind of traveled the world with it. And I got to be on Broadway with it and do TV shows. So I remind myself every day that I'm very thankful to do it.
So at 8 years old, what was do you remember your first trick or how that started?
No, it was just a simple trick from my mom, I think, but it was her reaction. The fact that, I was an 8-year-old and I fooled her. And that was such a powerful thing for me that, I just got hooked on it and the way people react to it. And I love the way that I felt when I watched magic also. It's a very fun thing unlike other art forms where it incorporates comedy and all sorts of different elements. And so I'm as much of a fan as I am a performer.
That's awesome. And I read that David Copperfield was your inspiration.
He was, yes. I saw his TV specials and I just watched them on repeat over and over and, try to put together something like that on my own in the future.
So you basically turned, at 8 years old, your hobby into a profession. How did you earn the nickname The Futurist? And would you keep that if that was your choice?
Well, it certainly is my choice. That was actually a name that was given to me back when I joined the Broadway show, The Illusionists. And the reason why is that, I do a lot of magic that involves technology. I do this act in the show with these giant screens where I teleport across the stage, I clone myself. It's got a lot of kind of, futuristic technology magic. So that's something I kind of became known for. That's where that name came from. But as a whole, what my show is, it's kind of it's a combination of comedy, magic, and music. So it's very interactive with the whole family. Everyone who comes to the show gets to partake in a piece of magic, and people end up on stage having the magic happen to them. And so the show really is just a general fun show. But Futurist was a name, I guess, about the technological style of magic I do.
I'm sure, because I'm sure since the very beginning when you started, especially at 8 and then moving forward, technology has changed so much and become such an integral part of everything now. So that must have made it even extra special. And I know that your shows are completely different than anyone would expect a magic show to be. So people that come in that go, I don't even know if I'm going to like a magic show, leave loving a magic show.
I think that's probably the biggest compliment I get is when people come up and they say, I didn't want to come here. I didn't know what to expect. But I came here. I was dragged here by my friend, and oh my God, it's the most fun night ever. Or people say, wow, I was laughing so hard my side hurt. Wow. Those type of things that people don't expect to have at a magic show. Yes, when people come to the show, which I believe is May 17th, right?
Yep, you're good. Well, everyone, Adam, we'll say that right now. Adam Trent, if you just tuned in, he's going to be at the Ridgefield Playhouse on May 17th. For tickets, you can call 203-438-5795. What can we expect from that show?
That's what I was going to say. Is on May 17th at the Ridgefield Playhouse, it's going to be a combination of magic, comedy, and music. It'll be lots of fun. I'm going to clone myself on stage. I'm going to teleport across the stage. I'm going to take someone's phone and put it in a blender on stage. There's kind of a mix of everything. It is family friendly, so and there's a lot of magic shows that sometimes people get worried about bringing the kids to because it might get gory or it might get crass. There's nothing like that in this. The whole family is welcome, but it's not a show for kids. It's a show that kids are welcome to come to. So it's not like a children's magic show that's kind of silly. It's definitely a show for adults, but kids are welcome to come.
That's so awesome. So what was it like starring on Broadway's The Illusionists? And I know that it wasn't a Broadway show at first, right?
That's right. Yeah, it actually started in Australia. Look, being part of Illusionists was an amazing thing. I always kind of compared to the magic version of what it was like to join the Backstreet Boys. It was like this thing that like a few musicians got together and we did this thing at Sydney Opera House and it ended up selling out and, broke box office records. And from there, Broadway kind of surfaced a year or two after that. And then, we got the opportunity to go on Broadway. And going on Broadway, I think for any performer is a dream come true. For me as a magician, it was never something I really focused on because, you just don't really hear about magic on Broadway. There's been David Copperfield on Broadway probably 20 years ago, but other than that, that's about it, So it wasn't something I really expected to happen or ever thought would happen, but, going to Broadway was an amazing experience, and the show was very successful there. It broke the box office records and whatnot, and, I really credit a lot of my success to being in that show and being able to step out after it now and do these solo tours where it's just myself and have that get traction. I think it's been a huge credibility shot to me.
Oh my God, Adam, that's amazing. What made you want to go out and go solo?
So I've been doing solo shows before I joined the Illusionists, and I really loved it. So when I went to the Illusionists, it was actually the first time that I had not done solo shows. And so, but I got kind of consumed with that because of how big the show had gotten. That I did the Illusionists for several years, but my passion was always to go back and continue doing what I was doing, which is, which is just myself. And I feel like I'm actually stronger in that show by myself than I am doing a shorter amount of time. I think it gives the audience a chance to get to know me and kind of connect with the performer on a personal basis, and and all kinds of things you can't really achieve in a multi-person variety show. Right.
What do you think the draw to magic is?
I think that it's the unexpected. These days everyone knows what to expect, and everyone thinks they've seen everything. And magic is kind of one of these funnel things that it pulls the rug out from underneath you when you least expect it. And I think that's a rare thing that happens these days. And it's just a fun thing to see live. So much magic is seen on TV and on the internet. But to see magic live is something really, really special. And that's what, I get the most enjoyment out of touring the country and, coming to places like the Rachael Playhouse. It gives me a chance to kind of let people experience magic live, and that's the way I think it's best seen. So, I hope people in Ridgefield kind of take advantage of the opportunity to come see a live magic show and come on out on May 17th.
Oh, my God, absolutely. How do you come up with all this magic?
So I usually start with influences from from other art forms, whether it's comedy or music. And I'll be at a concert and I'll see the pop star kind of dancing with LED walls, and I'll think, wow, that's a really cool thing. Like they've got projections on LED walls they're dancing with. That's interesting. How can we make that magical? How can I apply that to magic? And that's kind of where a lot of the inspiration for my stuff comes from. Is seeing something that is already cool, but making it fit into what I do.
I bet. And when you see your audience light up with what you do, I mean, that must be such a thrill for you.
Totally. Absolutely. It's one of the best feelings.
It has to be one of the best feelings. If you just tune in, the magic of Adam Trent. Adam Trent is going to be at the Ridgefield Playhouse on May 17th. For tickets, call 203-438-5795. I can't believe that you've been doing this since you're 8 years old. I'm sure that you pinch yourself all the time.
Absolutely, it is. It's been a lifelong thing, and as I said earlier, it's been a lot of fun and a dream come true for me to be able to tour around the country and do an actual big, stage theater show. It's what I always wanted.
It's so exciting. Music, comedy, and magic all together, all in one. Going to be at the Ridgefield Playhouse May 17th. Everyone should go out and get their tickets. I'm sure it's going to be some event not to miss. And like Adam said, you can bring kids if you want. So that's kind of cool. So I wish you all the best. I look forward to seeing you at the show. And thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Thanks so much, Adam.